My beloved child, before you move another step through this day, before you face another challenge alone, before you allow fear to whisper lies about your safety and security, I need you to know something that will transform how you walk through every situation for the rest of your life. You are being watched. You are being guarded. You are being protected by my angels. Do not let another moment pass in fear. Do not allow another hour to slip by in anxiety. Do not permit another day to end without understanding the supernatural protection that surrounds your life. What I am about to reveal to you has been written with divine love, crafted with heavenly precision, and delivered at the exact moment your soul needed this assurance. This is not spiritual theory or religious comfort. This is divine reality. At this very moment, as you receive these words, you are surrounded by angelic beings who have been assigned specifically to your life, commissioned personally by me, and empowered supernaturally to ensure your protection, provision, and purpose are fulfilled. Put aside every distraction that would pull you away from this revelation. Silence every voice that suggests this is just imagination or wishful thinking. Focus completely on what I am about to show you about the invisible army that watches over you, the heavenly host that guards your steps, and the supernatural protection that covers your life. This is your moment to discover the truth about angelic ministry. This is your hour to understand the reality of heavenly protection. This is your appointment with the knowledge that will replace your fear with faith, your anxiety with assurance, your worry with worship. Stay with me until the end. Every word carries the power to transform your understanding of how loved, how protected, and how carefully watched over you truly are. The angels are real, beloved. They are here. They are watching. And you have absolutely nothing to fear. My precious child, there is an invisible army surrounding your life right now that outnumbers every force that could ever stand against you. These are not mystical beings from human imagination or fictional characters from ancient stories. These are real, powerful, supernatural beings who exist in the spiritual realm and operate under my direct authority for your protection and blessing. The angels assigned to your life are not generic guardians watching over millions of people. They are specifically commissioned for you, personally acquainted with your name, intimately familiar with your needs, and strategically positioned around every aspect of your existence. They know your schedule before you do, understand your challenges before you face them, and prepare solutions before you encounter problems. Listen to what I want you to understand about this invisible army. They are not distant observers but active participants in your daily life. They influence traffic patterns to keep you safe, arrange circumstances to create opportunities, coordinate meetings that seem coincidental, and intervene in situations where danger lurks unseen. The river of angelic protection flows around your life like an invisible fortress, creating barriers that evil cannot penetrate, establishing boundaries that harm cannot cross, and maintaining a perimeter of safety that extends wherever you go. Can you sense their presence? Can you feel the atmosphere of protection? Can you perceive the covering of supernatural care? Think about the accidents that almost happened but somehow didn't. The dangers you walked past without realizing how close they were. The wrong turns that led to right destinations. The delays that saved you from disaster. The encounters that seemed random but proved providential. This was not luck. This was your invisible army at work. The angels watching over you operate in perfect coordination, like a divine military unit with specialized assignments. Some focus on physical protection, shielding you from harm you never see coming. Others handle provision, ensuring resources appear when you need them. Still others manage divine appointments, orchestrating meetings that advance your destiny. Right now, as you receive this revelation, you can begin to perceive their presence more clearly. The warmth you feel is the nearness of their glory. The peace that settles over your spirit is the assurance of their protection. The subtle shift in atmosphere is the manifestation of their ministry. This invisible army has been with you since birth, but their activity has intensified recently, Because you are entering a season of greater significance in your destiny. The closer you get to your divine purpose, the more heavenly resources are deployed around your life. The enemy has noticed your advancement, so heaven has increased your protection. The angels assigned to you carry weapons that no earthly force can match. They wield swords of light that cut through spiritual darkness, shields of faith that deflect every attack, and armor of righteousness that makes them invincible in battle. When they fight on your behalf, victory is guaranteed because they fight with my authority. You have been walking through life unaware of the constant spiritual warfare happening around you, the battles being fought for your safety, the victories being won for your advancement. While you sleep, they stand guard. While you work, they clear obstacles. While you rest, they prepare your path. The invisible army surrounding you includes not just guardian angels but also warrior angels who engage in active combat against forces of darkness, messenger angels who bring divine communication and direction, and ministry angels who provide healing, comfort, and supernatural assistance in practical matters. These angels have access to heaven's unlimited resources. When you need provision, they can release it. When you need healing, they can minister it. When you need guidance, they can provide it. When you need protection, they can manifest it. They operate with my full authority to meet every legitimate need in your life. The enemy has worked overtime to keep you ignorant of angelic ministry because he knows that believers who understand their heavenly protection become bold, confident, and virtually unstoppable. When you know you are watched by angels, fear loses its grip on your heart, and faith takes its rightful place. Your invisible army never sleeps, never rests, never takes breaks, and never goes off duty. They are on assignment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Their commitment to your protection is absolute, their dedication to your well-being is unwavering, and their power to defend you is unlimited. The angels watching over you see not just your current situation, but your eternal destiny. They protect not just your physical safety, but your spiritual purpose. They guard not just your present circumstances, but your future calling. Their ministry extends beyond temporary protection to eternal advancement. You are not alone, beloved. You have never been alone. You will never be alone. The invisible army surrounding your life ensures that wherever you go, whatever you face, however challenging your circumstances become, you walk in supernatural protection that cannot be overcome by any force of darkness. Stop walking in fear of what might happen. Start walking in faith about what is happening. Angelic protection, heavenly provision, and supernatural intervention operating constantly on your behalf. The invisible army is real, precious one. They are here, they are watching, and you are completely safe in their care. My beloved child, there is something I want you to understand about the nature of angelic watching that will forever change how you perceive your daily life. The angels assigned to you are called watchers in the heavenly realm, not because they passively observe, but because they actively monitor every detail of your existence with the intensity of divine love and the precision of supernatural intelligence. These watchers see everything that concerns you before it touches your life. They perceive threats while they are still forming, opportunities while they are still developing, and solutions while problems are still emerging. Their watching is not reactive, it is proactive, always working ahead of circumstances to ensure your protection and blessing. Listen to what this heavenly watching includes. They watch your steps to guide you away from danger and toward destiny. They watch your words to release power when you speak faith and deflect harm when others speak against you. They watch your heart to minister comfort when you hurt and celebration when you rejoice. The river of divine surveillance flows through your life like a protective current, carrying information from heaven to earth about everything that affects your journey. Can you sense their watching? Can you feel their vigilant care? Can you perceive the intensity of their focused attention on your well-being? The watchers assigned to your life have supernatural vision that sees across multiple dimensions simultaneously. They observe the natural realm where you live and move, the spiritual realm where battles are fought and victories are won, and the eternal realm where your destiny is secured and your purpose is established. When you pray, the watchers lean in to hear every word, then immediately dispatch to implement heaven's response to your requests. When you worship, they join their voices with yours, creating a sound that reaches the very throne of God. When you suffer, they position themselves to minister supernatural comfort and divine intervention. These heavenly watchers have been documenting your life since before your birth. They recorded your first breath, witnessed your first steps, and celebrated your first words. They have archives of your faithfulness, libraries of your prayers, and museums of your acts of love and kindness. Right now, the watchers surrounding your life are more active than they have ever been, because heaven recognizes that you are approaching critical moments in your destiny. They are operating on high alert, maintaining maximum vigilance, and deploying additional resources to ensure nothing interferes with divine purpose being fulfilled through your life. The enemy has attempted to make you feel forgotten, overlooked, or abandoned, but the watchers want you to know that you are the focus of intense heavenly attention. You are not lost in the crowd of humanity. You are specifically, personally, and individually watched by angels who know your name and understand your calling. The watchers see your potential when you see only your problems. They perceive your progress when you feel stuck in stagnation. They recognize your advancement when you think you are falling behind. Their perspective spans time and eternity, giving them understanding that transcends your temporary circumstances. These angelic watchers have the ability to influence your environment without violating your free will. They can arrange circumstances to create favorable outcomes, position people to provide necessary assistance, and coordinate timing to maximize opportunities while minimizing obstacles. The watchers assigned to you operate with perfect communication and flawless coordination. Information flows instantaneously between them. Strategies are adjusted immediately based on changing circumstances, and resources are redistributed constantly to meet your evolving needs. When you feel most alone, the watchers want you to know that you are under the most intense observation. When you think no one cares about your struggles, heaven is watching with compassionate concern. When you believe your efforts go unnoticed, the watchers are recording every act of faithfulness for eternal reward. The heavenly watchers have seen your tears and collected them in bottles of remembrance. They have heard your cries and reported them to the throne of grace. They have witnessed your faithfulness and testified of it in the courts of heaven. Nothing about your life escapes their loving attention. These watchers also guard your reputation in the spiritual realm, defending your character against false accusations, presenting evidence of your heart's intentions, and advocating for your vindication when you are misunderstood or misjudged. The watchers surrounding your life are not just protectors, they are promoters of your divine destiny. They work behind the scenes to open doors you could never open yourself, create connections you could never arrange alone, and establish opportunities you could never generate through human effort. Their watching extends to your family, your relationships, your work, your ministry, and every area of life that matters to you. They maintain vigilant surveillance over everything that affects your peace, your progress, and your purpose. The watchers of heaven want you to know that you live under constant divine surveillance, not for judgment, but for protection, not for condemnation, but for blessing, not for control, but for care. You are being watched, precious one, with eyes of love, hearts of compassion, and hands ready to help. The watchers of heaven ensure that you are never alone, never forgotten, and never without supernatural assistance. Don't be afraid of what they might see. Be grateful for what they provide. The watchers of heaven are your allies, your advocates, and your assurance of divine protection. Precious one, I want to open your spiritual eyes to see the elaborate network of protection that surrounds your life every moment of every day. The angels assigned to your safety operate in a ministry of protection that is so comprehensive, so sophisticated, and so supernatural that you walk through dangerous situations without even realizing how much harm they deflect from your path. The Ministry of Protection encompasses physical safety, emotional well-being, spiritual warfare, relational harmony, financial security, and destiny preservation. These angels work in perfect coordination to create multiple layers of defense around every aspect of your existence, ensuring that nothing can harm what God has purposed to bless. Listen to what this protection includes. They create invisible barriers around your vehicle when you travel, establish protective boundaries around your home while you sleep, maintain spiritual shields around your mind against negative thoughts, and generate supernatural insulation around your heart against emotional wounds. The river of divine protection flows around your life like liquid armor, adapting to every threat, adjusting to every challenge, and responding to every danger with supernatural intervention. Can you sense the covering? Can you feel the safety? Can you perceive the boundaries of blessing that surround your existence? Think about the protection you have experienced without recognizing it, the accidents that almost happened but were somehow avoided, the illnesses that touched others around you but never affected you, the financial disasters that threatened but never materialized, the relationships that could have destroyed you but were supernaturally prevented from causing lasting harm. The angels of protection assigned to your life carry specialized equipment for different types of threats. They have shields that deflect spiritual attacks, swords that cut through demonic assignments, nets that capture evil schemes before they reach you, and armor that makes them invincible when fighting on your behalf. These protective angels work in shifts to ensure 24-hour coverage of your life. When one group completes their assignment, another seamlessly takes their place. There is never a moment when you are unguarded, unprotected, or undefended by heavenly forces. The Ministry of Protection extends beyond preventing harm to actually turning attacks into advancement. What the enemy intends for your destruction, the angels redirect for your development. What Satan designs for your downfall, they transform into your stepping stones to higher ground. Right now, the angels of protection around your life are more active than ever, because you are entering territories that the enemy desperately wants to keep you from occupying. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the more heavenly protection is deployed to ensure you arrive safely at your destination. The protective ministry includes warning systems that alert you to dangers through supernatural discernment, divine dreams, prophetic words, or simply an uncomfortable feeling about certain situations or people. When you sense that something is off, that is often your protective angels communicating through your spirit. These angels also provide protection through divine delays when moving forward would put you in harm's way. Supernatural redirections when your planned path includes hidden dangers, and providential interruptions when your schedule needs adjustment for safety reasons. The Ministry of Protection encompasses not just physical threats, but spiritual attacks designed to derail your faith, discourage your hope, or destroy your relationships. The angels maintain a perimeter of spiritual defense that prevents enemy access to your mind, emotions, and relationships. When you sleep, protective angels establish a covering over your home, your family, and your dreams. They filter what enters your subconscious mind, prevent nightmares from demonic sources, and sometimes provide divine dreams that bring guidance, healing, or encouragement. The angels of protection also guard your reputation, preventing false accusations from gaining traction, stopping gossip before it spreads, and ensuring that truth eventually emerges in situations where your character has been questioned. This protective ministry includes financial angels who guard your resources, prevent theft or loss, arrange unexpected provision, and protect your investments from schemes designed to defraud you. They work in the supernatural realm to influence natural circumstances in your favor. The protective angels surrounding your life have authority to bind evil spirits that would attempt to influence your thoughts, emotions, or decisions. They maintain a spiritual atmosphere around you that makes it difficult for darkness to operate and easy for light to flourish. Your protective angels also coordinate with the angels assigned to your family members, creating a network of supernatural safety that covers everyone you love. They work together to ensure that attacks against one family member do not succeed in harming others. The ministry of protection you receive is not based on your perfection, but on God's love. It is not earned through good behavior, but provided through divine grace. It is not temporary blessing, but permanent covering that follows you throughout your entire life. The protective angels want you to know that you can live with confidence, sleep with peace, travel with assurance, and engage in relationships with trust because you are covered by a ministry of protection that cannot be penetrated by any force of darkness. You are not just protected, beloved. You are perfectly protected by angels who specialize in turning every threat into triumph and every attack into advancement. Don't live in fear of what might happen. Live in faith about what is happening. Supernatural protection operating continuously on your behalf. My beloved child, there is a dimension of angelic ministry operating in your life that you may have never considered, yet it affects every practical need you encounter. The angels of provision have been assigned to ensure that you have everything necessary to fulfill your destiny, complete your assignments, and live in the abundance I have planned for your life. These provision angels operate in the realm where heaven's unlimited resources intersect with Earth's limited supply, creating supernatural solutions for natural needs, miraculous provision for impossible situations, and abundant supply from unexpected sources. They are specialists in divine economics and supernatural logistics. Listen to what the ministry of provision includes. They influence circumstances to create income opportunities, arrange connections that lead to financial blessing, coordinate timing so resources arrive precisely when needed, and open channels of supply that you never knew existed. The river of divine provision flows through your life carried by these angels, who understand that your financial well-being directly impacts your ability to fulfill purpose. Can you sense them working? Can you feel the flow beginning to increase? Can you perceive the supernatural activity surrounding your needs? The angels of provision have been documenting every financial challenge you have faced, every need you have experienced, every sacrifice you have made for the sake of others or the advancement of God's kingdom. They have been preparing compensation packages that will astound you with their generosity and timing. Think about the provision that has appeared in your life through seemingly natural means, but with supernatural timing. The unexpected refunds, the surprise bonuses, the gifts from unusual sources, the opportunities that materialize just when you needed them most. This was not coincidence. This was angels of provision at work. These angels carry keys to heaven's storehouse, access to divine treasuries, and authority to release resources that have been prepared specifically for your needs. They do not create wealth out of nothing. They redistribute what already exists according to divine purpose and perfect timing. The provision angels assigned to your life work closely with the angels of protection to ensure that as resources increase, wisdom to steward them properly also increases. They coordinate with destiny angels to make certain that provision flows at the pace that supports purpose rather than undermines character. Right now, the angels of provision are working in the financial realm to position resources, arrange circumstances, and coordinate opportunities that will result in a supernatural increase in your income and assets. They are operating on accelerated schedules because your destiny requires enhanced provision. The ministry of provision extends beyond money to include everything necessary for your success and happiness. These angels arrange for the right information to reach you at the right time, the proper connections to form when you need them, and the correct opportunities to appear when you are ready. Provision angels specialize in creating multiple streams of income through diverse sources, protecting your resources from loss or theft, and multiplying what you give so that your generosity returns to you in exponential measure. They understand that blessing others is the fastest way to receive blessing yourself. These angels also work in the realm of divine favor, influencing people to view you favorably, speak well of you, and offer opportunities they would not normally extend. They create atmospheres of blessing wherever you go, causing people to want to help you succeed. The angels of provision have been preparing what I call suddenly moments in your financial life. Instances when provision appears so quickly and abundantly that you can only explain it as supernatural intervention. These moments are designed to increase your faith and expand your understanding of divine capability. When you give generously to others, provision angels are released in exponential measure to ensure that your generosity is rewarded according to divine mathematics, where what you sow returns multiplied many times over. They monitor your giving and arrange your receiving accordingly. The ministry of provision includes angels who work in the marketplace, influencing business decisions that affect your income, creating favor with employers or customers, and opening doors to advancement that seemed closed or unavailable. These provision angels also operate in the realm of divine debt cancellation, working to eliminate financial obligations that have been burdens, arranging circumstances that result in forgiveness of debts, and creating opportunities for financial freedom that seemed impossible. Your provision angels coordinate with angels assigned to your family members to ensure that household needs are met, family emergencies are covered, and generational financial patterns are broken where necessary. The angels of provision want you to know that scarcity is not part of divine plan for your life. Lack is not God's will for your finances. Poverty is not a requirement for spiritual growth. Divine intention is abundance, supernatural supply, and more than enough for every legitimate need. You have been living far below your financial potential because you have been operating with limited understanding of heavenly provision. The angels assigned to your financial breakthrough are ready to release resources that will elevate your economic status significantly. The provision that is coming will not create pride or greed, but will increase your capacity for generosity and expand your ability to be a blessing to others. The angels ensure that prosperity serves purpose rather than undermining it. Don't limit God's ability to provide by limiting your faith to receive. The angels of provision are ready to work miracles in your financial life that will demonstrate heaven's unlimited resources and perfect timing. Open your hands to receive what the angels of provision have been preparing to release into your life. Precious one, in the moments when darkness seems to overwhelm your vision and discouragement threatens to overcome your faith, there are special angels called messengers of hope who are dispatched from heaven's throne room carrying customized encouragement specifically designed for your situation. These are not generic angels offering general comfort. They are specialized messengers who carry hope that is personally crafted for your unique circumstances, tailored to your specific needs, and delivered with perfect timing to arrive precisely when your spirit needs supernatural encouragement most desperately. Listen to what these messengers of hope carry. Words that resurrect dreams you thought were dead, promises that restore faith you thought was lost, visions that revive hope you thought was impossible, and assurance that renews strength you thought was gone forever. The river of divine hope flows through these messengers like liquid encouragement, washing away despair, cleansing disappointment, and filling the empty spaces in your heart with fresh expectation and renewed anticipation. Can you feel the hope beginning to rise? Can you sense the encouragement starting to flow? The messengers of hope have been watching for the exact moment when your spirit would be most receptive to their ministry. They wait for the quietest moments when your defenses are down, your heart is open, and your soul is hungry for supernatural intervention. Think about the times when hope appeared in your life through unexpected sources. The stranger who spoke exactly the words you needed to hear. The song that played with lyrics that seemed written for your situation. The book that opened to precisely the passage that addressed your struggle. These were messengers of hope at work. These angels carry with them testimonies of others who have overcome similar challenges, stories of victories that seemed impossible, and evidence that what appears hopeless to human eyes is merely delayed in divine timing. They bring proof that your situation is not permanent, and your struggle is not purposeless. The messengers of hope assigned to your life have access to heaven's archives of answered prayers, libraries of fulfilled promises, and museums of miracles that demonstrate God's faithfulness throughout history. They can show you precedents for your breakthrough and examples of others who triumphed in similar circumstances. Right now, as discouragement has been attempting to establish residence in your heart, heaven has dispatched additional messengers of hope carrying specific revelations about your future that will displace every lie the enemy has been whispering about your present. These hope-bearing angels also work to arrange divine encounters with people who will speak life into your situation, provide encouragement for your journey, and offer practical assistance for your challenges. They orchestrate meetings that seem coincidental, but are actually commissioned. The messengers of hope carry supernatural ability to shift spiritual atmospheres from despair to expectation, from depression to joy, from defeat to victory. When they arrive in your environment, everything begins to change because hope is contagious and faith is infectious. These angels specialize in turning mourning into dancing, sorrow into joy, and hopelessness into confident expectation. They do not minimize your pain, but they maximize your potential for overcoming it through divine intervention and supernatural assistance. The hope that these messengers bring is not wishful thinking or positive psychology. It is supernatural assurance based on divine promises, heavenly purposes, and God's unchanging character. It is hope that anchors your soul and steadies your spirit regardless of circumstances. Messengers of hope also work to restore broken relationships by bringing hope for reconciliation, healing for wounds, and supernatural grace for forgiveness. They carry messages between estranged family members, former friends, and divided communities. These angels understand that hope deferred makes the heart sick, so they are deployed strategically to prevent spiritual heart disease by delivering fresh infusions of divine encouragement at precisely the right intervals to maintain healthy spiritual circulation. The messengers of hope assigned to your life coordinate with the angels of provision to ensure that as hope is restored, resources follow to support the manifestation of what you are hoping for. Hope without provision leads to frustration, but hope with supply leads to fulfillment. When you feel forgotten by God, messengers of hope arrive with evidence of divine attention. When you feel abandoned by people, they bring assurance of heavenly commitment. When you feel overwhelmed by circumstances, they provide perspective from eternity. These hope-carrying angels also minister to your family members, friends, and community, creating an atmosphere of optimism that supports your personal breakthrough and encourages corporate advancement toward collective destiny. The messengers of hope want you to know that every setback is a setup for comeback. Every ending is preparation for new beginning. Every loss is positioning for greater gain. They bring divine perspective that transforms how you interpret difficult circumstances. The hope these angels carry is not dependent on your circumstances changing immediately, but on your understanding changing permanently. They bring revelation that enables you to see present difficulties as temporary assignments rather than permanent conditions. You are not forgotten, beloved. You are not alone in your struggles. The messengers of hope ensure that encouragement always finds you, that divine perspective always reaches you, and that supernatural strength always sustains you. Hope is coming, precious one. Hope is here. Hope will never leave you because the messengers of hope never abandon their assignments. My beloved child, there is a sophisticated network of angels working behind the scenes to orchestrate the most important encounters of your life. Those divine appointments that seem like coincidences, but are actually carefully arranged meetings designed to advance your destiny and fulfill divine purposes. These angels of divine appointments operate like supernatural event coordinators, managing schedules, arranging circumstances, and coordinating timing to ensure that you meet the right people at the right time, in the right place, for the right purpose. They understand that your destiny is often connected to your connections. Listen to what their ministry includes. They influence traffic patterns to create perfect timing for crucial meetings, arrange delays that position you for divine encounters, coordinate circumstances that place you exactly where you need to be when you need to be there, and create coincidental meetings that change the trajectory of your life. The river of divine orchestration flows through these angels who understand that every significant advancement in your life will come through relationships that heaven arranges. Can you sense their coordination? Can you feel the precision of their timing? Can you perceive the supernatural activity surrounding your social interactions? The angels of divine appointments have been studying your personality, understanding your needs and identifying the specific types of people who can contribute to your success, healing, growth, and purpose. They know exactly who you need to meet and exactly when those meetings should occur. Think about the relationships that have formed in your life through seemingly random encounters. The conversation that started in a grocery store line and led to a business opportunity. The person you met at a coffee shop who became a mentor. The chance meeting that resulted in a lifelong friendship. These were divine appointments orchestrated by angels. These angels also work to protect you from wrong relationships by creating circumstances that prevent harmful connections from forming, arranging delays that keep you from appointments that would have been detrimental, and positioning better options before tempting relationships can take root. The angels of divine appointments coordinate with your destiny angels to ensure that every person they bring into your life serves a specific purpose in your spiritual development, professional advancement, emotional healing, or ministry expansion. No divinely arranged relationship is accidental or purposeless. Right now, these angels are working to position people in your path who carry exactly what you need for your next level of breakthrough. They are arranging meetings that will occur in the coming days and weeks that will surprise you with their significance and perfect timing. The ministry of divine appointments includes both one-time encounters that deliver specific messages or opportunities, and long-term relationships that provide ongoing support, mentorship, partnership, or friendship. The angels understand the difference and arrange accordingly. These angels have access to the life calendars of millions of people, enabling them to coordinate schedules in ways that create seemingly impossible meetings between people who need to connect. They work across time zones, cultures, and circumstances to facilitate divine encounters. The angels of divine appointments also arrange for you to be in the right place to minister to others who need what you carry. They position you to be a blessing, a solution, an encouragement, or an answer to someone else's prayer. Your presence becomes their divine appointment. When you pray for specific needs or guidance, these angels immediately begin working to connect you with people who have the resources, wisdom, experience, or connections necessary to provide what you are seeking. They turn your prayers into practical arrangements. The angels of divine appointments work closely with the angels of provision to ensure that relational connections lead to resource connections. They understand that God often provides for your needs through people He places in your path at precisely the right moment. These angels also specialize in romantic divine appointments for those who are seeking life partners. They coordinate circumstances that bring compatible people together, create opportunities for meaningful interactions, and arrange settings that facilitate authentic connection and genuine relationship development. The ministry of divine appointments includes professional networking angels who arrange business connections, ministry partnership angels who coordinate kingdom collaborations, and social harmony angels who facilitate community relationships that enhance your quality of life. When you feel isolated or disconnected, the angels of divine appointments are working to bring people into your life who will provide the companionship, understanding, and support you need. They recognize that isolation is not part of divine design for your life. These angels also work to restore broken relationships by creating opportunities for reconciliation, arranging circumstances that facilitate forgiveness, and positioning mediators who can help resolve conflicts and heal wounds. The angels of divine appointments want you to know that every person you meet has the potential to be a divine connection. They encourage you to be open, available, and attentive to the supernatural encounters they are arranging throughout your daily life. Your next divine appointment might be closer than you think. The person who will change your life might be someone you encounter today. The connection that will open doors to your destiny might happen through a conversation that seems casual, but is actually commissioned. Stay alert to the divine appointments, precious one. Be ready for the supernatural encounters. Trust the timing of the angels who are coordinating connections that will exceed your expectations and advance your purpose. The angels of divine appointments ensure that you are never without the relationships necessary to fulfill your destiny and experience the fullness of divine blessing. Precious one, there is a dimension of angelic ministry surrounding your life that operates in the realm of spiritual warfare, where battles are fought and victories are won that directly impact your safety, progress, and spiritual well-being. These are the warriors of light, mighty angels equipped with supernatural weapons and divine authority to engage in combat against every force of darkness that would attempt to harm you. These warrior angels are not passive protectors, but active combatants who engage the enemy aggressively, fighting battles you never see, winning victories you never know about, and clearing paths through spiritual opposition that would otherwise block your advancement toward divine destiny. Listen to what these warriors of light carry: swords of divine truth that cut through deception, shields of faith that deflect every attack, armor of righteousness that makes them invincible in battle, and weapons of warfare that are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. The river of divine warfare flows around your life as these angels engage in continuous combat to maintain your spiritual freedom, protect your emotional well-being, and ensure that demonic assignments against your life are unsuccessful. Can you sense the battle? Can you feel the victory? Can you perceive the protection of their warfare? The warriors of light assigned to your life have been engaging in intensified combat recently because the enemy has escalated his attacks against you. Your spiritual advancement has triggered increased opposition, but heaven has responded with increased protection and more aggressive defensive strategies. Think about the spiritual attacks that began but never fully developed, the depression that threatened but never took hold, the fear that attempted to establish residence but found no place to land, the confusion that tried to cloud your thinking but could not penetrate your peace. This was warriors of light defeating the enemy's schemes. These angelic warriors fight not just reactive battles against current attacks, but proactive battles against future threats. They engage enemy forces before they can fully organize against you, disrupting demonic plans while they are still in development, and preventing spiritual attacks from ever reaching their intended target. The warriors of light operate with perfect intelligence about enemy strategies, complete understanding of demonic hierarchies, and total authority over every force of darkness. They know the enemy's playbook and have supernatural strategies to counter every scheme. Right now, these warrior angels are engaging in intensified combat because you are approaching breakthrough territory that the enemy desperately wants to keep you from entering. The closer you get to your destiny, the more ferociously they fight to ensure nothing can stop your advancement. The warfare these angels conduct includes binding demonic spirits that would attempt to influence your thoughts, emotions, or decisions. They maintain a spiritual perimeter around your mind that makes it difficult for negative thoughts to take root and easy for positive thoughts to flourish. Warriors of light also engage in combat to protect your family members, fighting against generational curses, breaking unhealthy spiritual patterns, and establishing protective barriers around your loved ones that prevent the enemy from using them to attack you indirectly. These angels coordinate their warfare activities with the angels of provision to ensure that as they defeat attacks against your resources, supply lines are simultaneously opened. They fight not just to prevent loss, but to facilitate gain, not just to stop reduction, but to enable increase. The warriors of light have been documenting every attack the enemy has launched against your life, and they are preparing legal proceedings in heaven's court system to demand restitution for every assault, compensation for every loss, and punishment for every unauthorized intrusion into your protected space. When you engage in prayer and worship, the warriors of light use your spiritual activity as covering for intensified combat operations. Your prayers provide them with increased authority, and your worship creates atmospheric conditions that give them tactical advantages in spiritual battle. These warrior angels also fight battles in the heavenly realms to release answers to your prayers, breakthrough for your circumstances, and fulfillment of divine promises in your life. They engage principalities and powers that would attempt to delay or deny heaven's intentions for your blessing. The warriors of light assigned to your life include specialists in different types of spiritual combat. Some focus on mental warfare, others on emotional battles, still others on physical protection or financial security. They work as a coordinated unit with diverse skills and specialized weapons. The enemy has been trying to convince you that you are fighting these battles alone, that you must rely on your own strength to overcome spiritual opposition, that victory depends on your ability to resist temptation and defeat darkness. But the warriors of light want you to know that you never fight alone. These angels fight with weapons that no demonic force can match, authority that no evil power can challenge, and strategies that no enemy scheme can overcome. When they engage in battle on your behalf, victory is not just possible, it is guaranteed. The warriors of light also train you in spiritual warfare, teaching you how to recognize enemy tactics, how to use spiritual weapons effectively, and how to partner with angelic forces for maximum victory in every battle you face. When you feel under attack spiritually, emotionally, or mentally, remember that you have an army of warriors of light surrounding you who have never lost a battle and never will. They fight not just to defend you, but to advance you, not just to protect you, but to promote you. The warriors of light ensure that every attack the enemy launches against you becomes a setup for your advancement. Every assault becomes an opportunity for victory, and every battle becomes a testimony of divine power and angelic protection. You are not defenseless, beloved. You are not fighting alone. The warriors of light guarantee that you are more than a conqueror through divine power and supernatural protection. My beloved child, there is a specialized team of angels assigned to your life, whose primary mission is to minister healing to every area of brokenness, pain, and dysfunction they discover. These angels of healing carry with them supernatural medicine from heaven's pharmacy, divine remedies for earthly ailments, and miraculous solutions for impossible conditions. These healing angels operate in multiple dimensions simultaneously: physical healing for bodily ailments, emotional healing for wounded hearts, mental healing for troubled minds, relational healing for broken connections, and spiritual healing for damaged faith. They understand that you are a complete being requiring complete restoration. Listen to what these angels of healing carry: oil of gladness for depression, balm of Gilead for emotional wounds, river water of life for physical healing, bread of heaven for spiritual nourishment, and wine of joy for celebration of recovery. They bring heaven's healing resources to earth's broken places. The river of divine healing flows through these angels like liquid restoration, penetrating every cell of your being, reaching every damaged emotion, touching every wounded memory, and bringing supernatural repair to everything that needs divine intervention. Can you feel the healing beginning? Can you sense the restoration starting? The angels of healing have been documenting every wound you have received, every pain you have endured, every trauma you have experienced, and every area where healing is needed. They have been preparing customized treatment plans that address not just symptoms, but root causes of dysfunction. Think about the healing you have experienced that seemed to come naturally, but happened supernaturally. The emotional pain that gradually lifted without explanation. The physical condition that improved beyond medical expectations. The relationship that was restored despite seeming impossible. This was angels of healing at work. These angels carry healing instruments that no earthly hospital possesses. They have surgical tools made of light that can operate on spiritual wounds, therapeutic devices powered by divine love that can heal emotional trauma, and diagnostic equipment that can identify problems before they manifest in the natural realm. The angels of healing assigned to your life work closely with the warriors of light to ensure that as spiritual attacks are defeated, the wounds they caused are completely healed. They coordinate with provision angels to ensure that healing resources are available when needed. Right now, these healing angels are working more intensively in your life because heaven recognizes that you need complete restoration before stepping into the next phase of your destiny. They are addressing areas of brokenness that could limit your effectiveness in upcoming assignments. The ministry of healing includes not just personal restoration, but family healing, where generational wounds are addressed, community healing where social trauma is resolved, and environmental healing where toxic atmospheres are cleansed. Their influence extends beyond individual needs to corporate restoration. These angels specialize in healing memories that have been contaminated by trauma, relationships that have been damaged by betrayal, and dreams that have been wounded by disappointment. They understand that some healing requires divine intervention rather than human effort. The angels of healing also work preventatively, identifying potential health issues before they develop, addressing emotional vulnerabilities before they become problems, and strengthening spiritual immune systems before attacks occur. They are proactive rather than just reactive. When you pray for healing, whether for yourself or others, these angels immediately begin working to facilitate supernatural intervention. They coordinate with heaven's medical team to provide diagnosis, treatment, and recovery that exceeds natural capabilities. The healing that these angels bring is not temporary relief, but permanent restoration. They don't just mask symptoms, they eliminate causes. They don't just provide comfort, they create cure. They don't just ease pain, they establish wholeness. Angels of healing also minister to your family members, working to break cycles of inherited illness, resolve patterns of emotional dysfunction, and establish atmospheres of health and wholeness that benefit multiple generations. These angels carry healing for conditions that medical science has labeled incurable, solutions for problems that psychology has deemed unsolvable, and restoration for relationships that counseling has declared irreparable. They operate beyond natural limitations with supernatural authority. The angels of healing want you to know that divine intention for your life is complete wholeness, spirit, soul, and body, functioning in perfect harmony according to original divine design. Sickness, emotional dysfunction, and relational brokenness are not part of God's plan for your existence. The healing ministry these angels provide includes inner healing for childhood wounds, deliverance from addictive patterns, restoration of mental clarity, renewal of physical strength, and revival of spiritual passion. They address whatever needs attention to make you completely whole. When healing seems delayed, these angels want you to understand that they are working to ensure complete restoration rather than partial improvement. They would rather take time to provide permanent healing than rush to give temporary relief. The angels of healing coordinate with your destiny angels to ensure that as you are healed, you are also prepared to minister healing to others. Your personal restoration becomes qualification for helping others experience similar breakthrough. These healing angels also work to heal your perspective, your expectations, and your faith, ensuring that limiting beliefs don't sabotage the healing work they are performing in other areas of your life. You are not destined to live with pain, dysfunction, or brokenness, beloved. The angels of healing ensure that every area of damage in your life receives divine attention and supernatural restoration. Complete healing is coming, precious one. Complete healing is here. The angels of healing guarantee that wholeness is your inheritance and restoration is your destiny. Precious one, there is a team of angels assigned to your financial well-being, whose mission is to ensure that you experience the prosperity necessary to fulfill your destiny, bless your family, and impact your community according to divine intention. These angels of prosperity understand that money is not evil, but essential for accomplishing earthly assignments with heavenly purposes. These prosperity angels operate in the realm where heaven's unlimited resources meet Earth's practical needs, creating supernatural solutions for financial challenges, miraculous provision for impossible circumstances, and abundant supply that exceeds natural explanation. They specialize in divine economics and kingdom financial principles. Listen to what the angels of prosperity bring. Keys to heaven's treasury for unlimited access to divine resources, strategies for wealth creation that honor God and serve others, connections with people who can open doors to financial advancement, and opportunities for income that align with your calling and character. The river of divine prosperity flows through these angels who understand that your financial breakthrough directly impacts your ability to be generous, your capacity to influence others, and your effectiveness in fulfilling purpose. Can you sense the flow beginning to increase? Can you feel the financial atmosphere shifting around your life? The angels of prosperity have been studying your character, testing your faithfulness with smaller amounts, and preparing you to handle greater financial responsibility without being corrupted by wealth or losing your dependence on divine guidance and provision. Think about the financial blessings that have appeared in your life through seemingly normal channels, but with supernatural timing. The unexpected income, the surprise refunds, the bonuses you didn't anticipate, the opportunities that materialized when you needed them most. This was angels of prosperity, orchestrating divine supply. These angels work not just to provide money, but to create wealth systems that generate ongoing income, establish multiple streams of revenue, and build financial foundations that support not just current needs, but future generosity and kingdom investment. The angels of prosperity coordinate with your destiny angels to ensure that financial increase comes at the pace that supports character development and doesn't interfere with spiritual growth. They provide prosperity that enhances rather than hinders your relationship with God. Right now, these prosperity angels are working in the financial realm to position resources, arrange circumstances, and coordinate opportunities that will result in a significant elevation in your economic status. They are operating on accelerated schedules because your calling requires enhanced provision. The ministry of prosperity includes not just increasing your income, but also protecting your resources from loss, multiplying your investments beyond natural returns, and creating favor with financial institutions, employers, and business partners. These angels also work to break generational patterns of poverty, lack mentality, and financial dysfunction that may have affected your family line. They understand that prosperity is not just about money, but about mindset, not just about resources, but about relationship with the source. The angels of prosperity specialize in creating what I call suddenly moments in your financial life. Instances when provision appears so rapidly and abundantly that you can only attribute it to supernatural intervention. These moments are designed to increase your faith and expand your understanding of divine capability. When you give generously to others, prosperity angels are released in exponential measure to ensure that your generosity returns to you, multiplied according to divine mathematics. They monitor your giving and arrange your receiving to maintain proper flow of blessing. The prosperity ministry includes marketplace angels who influence business decisions in your favor, create opportunities for advancement, and establish divine connections that lead to financial breakthrough. They work behind the scenes to arrange circumstances that benefit your economic interests. These angels also operate in the realm of divine debt cancellation, working to eliminate financial obligations that have become burdens, arranging circumstances that result in forgiveness of loans, and creating opportunities for financial freedom that seemed impossible. The angels of prosperity want you to know that they have been preparing what they call overflow blessing. Provision that exceeds your needs so significantly that you have abundant resources to bless others, support ministry, and impact your community in meaningful ways. When financial challenges arise, these angels don't just work to resolve the immediate problem, but to establish systems that prevent similar challenges in the future. They provide not just emergency relief, but long-term stability and growth. The prosperity angels coordinate with your family's angels to ensure that household needs are met, children's futures are secured, and family financial goals are achieved through supernatural acceleration and divine favor. These angels also work to give you wisdom for financial decisions. discernment for investment opportunities, and supernatural insight for business strategies that will produce remarkable results and long-term success. The angels of prosperity understand that money is a tool for advancing kingdom purposes, and they ensure that as your financial capacity increases, your heart for generosity and ministry also expands. They protect you from the love of money while increasing your access to money. You have been living far below your financial potential because you have been operating with limited understanding of divine prosperity principles. The angels assigned to your economic breakthrough are ready to release resources that will astound you with their abundance and perfect timing. The prosperity coming to your life will not create pride or selfishness, but will increase your capacity for generosity and expand your ability to be a blessing to others. The angels of prosperity ensure that wealth serves purpose rather than undermining it. Don't limit divine ability to provide by limiting your faith to receive. The angels of prosperity are ready to work financial miracles that will demonstrate heaven's unlimited resources and perfect provision for every need and desire. You are not destined for poverty, lack, or financial struggle, beloved. The angels of prosperity guarantee that abundance is your inheritance, and prosperity is your portion in divine plan. My beloved child, there is a specialized ministry of angels whose assignment is to nurture, protect, and enhance every significant relationship in your life. These angels of relationship understand that your destiny is deeply connected to your connections. Your purpose is often fulfilled through partnerships, and your greatest joy comes through authentic, meaningful relationships. These relationship angels work to attract the right people into your life while protecting you from wrong connections, to deepen existing relationships that serve divine purpose while helping you gracefully disconnect from relationships that hinder your growth or compromise your values. Listen to what the angels of relationship provide: divine matchmaking for romantic partnerships, supernatural friendship connections that enrich your life, family healing that restores broken bonds, professional relationships that advance your career, and ministry partnerships that multiply your kingdom impact. The river of relational blessing flows through these angels who understand that isolation is not part of divine design for your life. Can you sense them working to bring meaningful connections? Can you feel them strengthening the bonds that matter most? Can you perceive them healing relationships that have been wounded? The angels of relationship have been studying your personality, understanding your needs, and identifying the specific types of people who would complement your gifts, support your calling, challenge your growth, and enhance your joy. They know exactly who belongs in your life and who does not. Think about the relationships that have formed in your life through divine orchestration, the friendships that began through impossible circumstances, the romantic connections that defied logical explanation, the business partnerships that seemed too good to be true but proved to be divinely arranged. This was angels of relationship at work. These angels also work to heal damaged relationships by creating opportunities for reconciliation, facilitating forgiveness between estranged parties, and providing wisdom for navigating complex relational challenges. They specialize in turning enemies into friends and strangers into family. The angels of relationship coordinate with your destiny angels to ensure that every person they bring into your life serves a specific purpose in your spiritual development, personal growth, professional advancement, or ministry expansion. No divinely arranged relationship is accidental. Right now, these relationship angels are working to bring people into your life who will provide the love, support, encouragement, and practical assistance you need for your next season of growth and advancement. They are arranging connections that will surprise you with their significance. The ministry of relationship includes romantic angels for those seeking life partners, friendship angels for those needing deeper connections, family angels working to restore broken homes, and community angels building networks of support and encouragement. These angels understand that healthy relationships require supernatural grace, divine wisdom, and heavenly love that exceeds human capacity. They minister these qualities into your relationships to create bonds that are stronger than natural affection and more enduring than temporary attraction. The angels of relationship also work to protect your existing relationships from enemy attacks designed to create division, misunderstanding, jealousy, or conflict. They maintain atmospheric harmony around your most important connections. When you pray for relationship healing or improvement, these angels immediately begin working to soften hearts, create opportunities for communication, arrange circumstances that facilitate understanding, and provide wisdom for resolving conflicts in ways that strengthen rather than damage bonds. The relationship angels also work to prepare you for the relationships that are coming by developing your emotional maturity, improving your communication skills, healing your past wounds, and establishing healthy boundaries that protect both you and others. These angels specialize in creating what I call divine chemistry, the supernatural connection that occurs when two people meet who are destined to be in relationship with each other for specific purposes. This chemistry transcends natural attraction and creates spiritual bonding. The angels of relationship coordinate with provision angels to ensure that as relationships deepen, resources are available to support and nurture those connections. They understand that relationships require investment of time, energy, and sometimes money to flourish. These angels also work in the realm of family relationships, healing generational wounds, breaking unhealthy patterns, and establishing new traditions that honor God and strengthen family bonds across multiple generations. The ministry of relationship includes professional angels who arrange business partnerships, ministry angels who coordinate kingdom collaborations, and social angels who facilitate community connections that enhance your quality of life and expand your sphere of influence. When you feel lonely or isolated, the angels of relationship are working behind the scenes to bring people into your life who will provide companionship, understanding, and genuine care. They recognize that meaningful relationships are essential for emotional health and spiritual growth. The angels of relationship want you to know that divine intention is for you to experience love at every level. Romantic love that brings joy and partnership, friendship love that provides support and encouragement, family love that creates security and belonging, and community love that generates purpose and significance. These angels also work to help you become the kind of person others want to be in relationship with, by developing character qualities that attract healthy connections and repel unhealthy ones. They work on both sides of every relationship equation. The relationship ministry includes restoration of marriages that seemed hopeless, reconciliation of families that appeared permanently divided, and renewal of friendships that were damaged by misunderstanding or betrayal. You are not meant to walk through life alone, beloved. The angels of relationship ensure that you have the connections necessary to experience love, provide love, and fulfill the relational purposes that give life meaning and joy. Divine relationships are coming, precious one. Divine relationships are here. The angels of relationship guarantee that you will experience the depth of connection and quality of love that your heart truly desires. Precious one, there is a team of angels whose sole assignment is to ensure that you discover, develop, and deploy the unique purpose for which you were created. These angels of purpose understand that your life has meaning beyond personal happiness, significance beyond individual success, and impact beyond temporary achievement. These purpose angels work to awaken dormant gifts, clarify confused callings, activate hidden potential, and align your daily activities with eternal assignments. They understand that purpose is not just what you do, but who you become in the process of doing what you were born to accomplish. Listen to what the angels of purpose provide. Revelation of your unique calling that brings clarity to confusion, activation of gifts that have been dormant, connections with people who need what you carry, and opportunities to serve in ways that utilize your distinctive abilities and passions. The river of divine purpose flows through these angels, who understand that your fulfillment is directly connected to your function. Your joy is linked to your assignment, and your satisfaction comes from serving others through the expression of your authentic calling. Can you sense them awakening purpose within you? The angels of purpose have been documenting your natural inclinations, spiritual gifts, acquired skills, life experiences, and heart desires to create a comprehensive profile of how your unique combination of qualities can be used to serve others and glorify God. Think about the moments when you felt most alive, most fulfilled, most connected to something greater than yourself. The activities that energized rather than drained you, the service that felt natural rather than forced, the contributions that seemed effortless but made significant impact. The angels of purpose were highlighting your calling. These angels work not just to reveal purpose, but to provide platforms for purpose expression. They arrange opportunities for you to serve, create circumstances where your gifts are needed, and open doors that allow your calling to flourish and expand. The angels of purpose coordinate with your destiny angels to ensure that as you discover your calling, you also receive the resources, relationships, and opportunities necessary to fulfill it effectively. They provide not just revelation, but also realization of purpose. Right now, these purpose angels are working to bring greater clarity to your calling, increased opportunities for meaningful service, and enhanced platforms for expressing the unique contribution you were designed to make to the world. The ministry of purpose includes vocational angels, who help you find work that aligns with calling, ministry angels who open doors for kingdom service, creative angels who inspire artistic expression, and leadership angels who position you for influence and impact. These angels understand that purpose often emerges gradually through a series of assignments rather than appearing suddenly as a complete revelation. They provide progressive understanding and step-by-step guidance for walking into your full calling. The angels of purpose also work to heal purpose wounds caused by rejection, misunderstanding, or failure in previous attempts to serve. They restore confidence in your abilities and renew passion for your calling despite past disappointments. When you feel confused about your direction or uncertain about your calling, these angels work to provide clarity through divine dreams, prophetic words, providential circumstances, and supernatural confirmations that remove doubt and establish confidence. The purpose angels also work to develop your character alongside your calling, ensuring that as your platform increases, your integrity remains strong, and as your influence expands, your humility deepens. These angels specialize in creating what I call purpose moments, instances when your calling becomes crystal clear, your passion ignites, and your direction becomes obvious. These moments often occur through encounters with people who need what you carry. The angels of purpose coordinate with relationship angels to bring mentors who can guide your development, partners who can support your mission, and followers who can benefit from your leadership. They understand that purpose is often fulfilled through teams rather than individual effort. These angels also work to remove obstacles that would hinder purpose fulfillment, eliminate distractions that would derail calling, and defeat enemy attacks designed to prevent you from discovering or deploying your unique contribution to the world. The ministry of purpose includes marketplace angels who help you find your professional calling, family angels who help you understand your role in your household, community angels who reveal your contribution to society, and kingdom angels who clarify your ministry assignment. When you struggle with feelings of insignificance or question whether your life matters, the angels of purpose remind you that you were created for specific contribution that no one else can make, and your absence would leave a unique gap in the grand design of divine purpose. The angels of purpose want you to know that your calling is not just about what you receive from serving others, but about what others receive from your service. Your purpose is designed to be mutually beneficial, blessing you as you bless others. These angels also work to expand your understanding of purpose beyond career or ministry, to include your role as friend, family member, neighbor, and citizen. They help you see that purpose can be expressed in every relationship and every responsibility. The purpose ministry includes revelation of generational calling, where your service continues family legacy, community calling where your contribution serves local needs, and global calling where your impact reaches beyond geographical boundaries. You were not created randomly or accidentally, beloved. The angels of purpose ensure that you discover the specific reason for your existence and experience the fulfillment that comes from living purposefully. Your purpose is emerging, precious one. Your calling is clarifying. The angels of purpose guarantee that you will discover and deploy the unique contribution you were born to make. My beloved child, there is a powerful contingent of angels whose specialized mission is to facilitate breakthrough in every area of your life where progress has been blocked, dreams have been delayed, and promises have been postponed. These angels of breakthrough operate with supernatural authority to demolish barriers, remove obstacles, and create pathways where none previously existed. These breakthrough angels understand that you have been faithful in preparation seasons, patient during waiting periods, and persistent through testing times. Now they are being deployed to ensure that your breakthrough manifests with supernatural speed and extraordinary impact. Listen to what the angels of breakthrough carry: battering rams of divine power that demolish walls of resistance, keys of heaven that unlock doors that have been sealed, dynamite of the spirit that explodes obstacles, and bulldozers of blessing that clear paths to your destiny. The river of breakthrough power flows through these angels who understand that your season of delay is ending and your time of manifestation is beginning. Can you sense the barriers beginning to crack? Can you feel the obstacles starting to move? Can you perceive the breakthrough beginning to emerge? The angels of breakthrough have been studying every obstacle in your path, analyzing every barrier to your progress, and developing strategic plans to remove everything that has been hindering your advancement toward divine destiny. Think about the breakthroughs you have experienced that seem to come suddenly after long periods of waiting. The doors that opened unexpectedly, the solutions that appeared from nowhere, the resources that materialized when hope was almost gone. This was angels of breakthrough implementing divine timing. These angels work not just to create single breakthroughs, but to establish breakthrough momentum that creates cascade effects where one victory leads to another. One open door creates access to multiple opportunities, and one resolved issue clears the way for comprehensive advancement. The angels of breakthrough coordinate with all other angelic ministries to ensure that as barriers are removed, protection remains strong, provision flows freely, relationships flourish, and purpose clarity increases. Breakthrough is comprehensive, not compartmentalized. Right now, these breakthrough angels are working with increased intensity because heaven recognizes that you are ready for the next level of blessing, responsibility, and influence. They are implementing breakthrough protocols that will astound you with their effectiveness. The ministry of breakthrough includes financial angels who break through economic barriers, relational angels who break through communication obstacles, health angels who break through physical limitations, and spiritual angels who break through strongholds that have limited growth. These angels specialize in what I call suddenly breakthrough, instances when situations change so rapidly and dramatically that you can only explain them as supernatural intervention. What seemed impossible yesterday becomes reality today through divine acceleration. The angels of breakthrough also work to break negative cycles that have been recurring in your life, destroy unhealthy patterns that have been limiting your progress, and establish new systems that support continuous advancement rather than repetitive setbacks. When you pray for breakthrough, these angels immediately mobilize to implement heaven's response to your request. They coordinate their efforts to ensure that breakthrough manifests in multiple areas simultaneously, rather than just addressing isolated problems. The breakthrough angels understand that some barriers require time to dismantle, while others can be destroyed instantly through supernatural power. They use appropriate methods for different types of obstacles, ensuring effective breakthrough without unnecessary damage. These angels also work to prepare you for the breakthrough that is coming by developing your capacity to handle increased blessing, your wisdom to steward greater responsibility, and your character to maintain humility despite expanded influence. The angels of breakthrough coordinate with destiny angels to ensure that as barriers are removed, you are positioned to walk through new doors, embrace new opportunities, and step into new levels of purpose and calling. The breakthrough ministry includes business angels who create market opportunities, ministry angels who open platform doors, creative angels who release artistic inspiration, and leadership angels who establish influence and authority. When breakthrough seems delayed beyond your expectations, these angels want you to know that they are working to ensure complete breakthrough rather than partial victory. They would rather remove all obstacles permanently than provide temporary relief that leads to recurring problems. The angels of breakthrough also work in the area of generational patterns, breaking cycles that have affected your family line for decades or centuries, establishing new legacies of blessing that will benefit future generations. These angels understand that breakthrough often requires both supernatural intervention and human cooperation. They provide divine power while expecting faithful action, create opportunities while requiring wise decisions, and open doors while encouraging bold steps. The breakthrough that is coming will not just resolve current challenges, but will position you for future success that exceeds your current vision and expectation. The angels of breakthrough think beyond present problems to eternal possibilities. When you experience breakthrough, these angels also work to help you maintain momentum, build on success, and avoid returning to old patterns that created the original barriers. They provide not just breakthrough, but breakthrough sustainability. The angels of breakthrough want you to know that every delay you have experienced has been preparation for accelerated advancement. Every closed door has been protection from premature opportunity, and every obstacle has been strengthening for greater victory. You are on the verge of breakthrough, beloved. You are approaching the moment when barriers crumble, doors swing open, and impossibilities become realities through supernatural intervention and divine timing. The angels of breakthrough guarantee that what has been delayed will be delivered, what has been blocked will be opened, and what has seemed impossible will become inevitable. Your breakthrough is coming, precious one. Your breakthrough is here. The angels of breakthrough ensure that victory is not just possible, it is inevitable. Precious one, there is a select group of angels whose assignment transcends all other ministries, because they are responsible for ensuring that you fulfill the ultimate purpose for which you were created. These are the destiny angels, mighty beings who carry the blueprint of your divine calling and work continuously to guide you toward the complete fulfillment of God's plan for your life. These destiny angels understand that your life is not a random collection of experiences, but a carefully orchestrated journey toward specific eternal purposes. They see your beginning and your end simultaneously, understanding how every event in your life contributes to the magnificent tapestry of divine design. Listen to what the destiny angels carry, the original blueprint of your creation that reveals why you were born, maps of the path you are meant to walk toward ultimate purpose, keys to unlock your highest potential, and strategies for maximizing your impact on earth and your reward in eternity. The river of divine destiny flows through these angels who understand that every moment of your life has been designed to prepare you for assignments that will echo through eternity. Can you sense them guiding your steps? Can you feel them shaping your circumstances? Can you perceive them aligning everything toward ultimate purpose? The destiny angels have been working since before your birth to arrange circumstances, coordinate relationships, and orchestrate experiences that would develop your character, refine your gifts, and prepare you for the moments when your calling would be fully activated and expressed. Think about the major turning points in your life that seemed like coincidences but were actually divine appointments. The decisions that felt random but led to significant outcomes. The opportunities that appeared from nowhere but changed your trajectory. This was destiny angels implementing the master plan. These angels work not just to reveal your destiny, but to ensure you are fully prepared to fulfill it with excellence, integrity, and maximum impact. They coordinate every other angelic ministry to support the ultimate fulfillment of your divine calling. The destiny angels coordinate with protection angels to ensure you survive every assignment, with provision angels to ensure you have resources for every calling, with healing angels to ensure you are whole enough to serve, and with relationship angels to ensure you have the connections necessary for purpose fulfillment. Right now, these destiny angels are working with unprecedented intensity because you are approaching the time when your calling will shift from preparation phase to manifestation phase. They are orchestrating circumstances that will position you for the greatest season of your life. The ministry of destiny includes revelation angels who provide understanding of your calling, preparation, angels who develop necessary skills and character, positioning angels who place you in strategic locations, and activation angels who release you into full operation of your gifts and purpose. These angels understand that destiny is not just about what you accomplish, but about who you become in the process of accomplishing it. They work to develop your character alongside your calling, ensuring that success doesn't compromise your relationship with God or your service to others. The destiny angels have access to heaven's master calendar, understanding not just what you are called to do, but precisely when each phase of your calling should be activated. They coordinate timing with divine precision to ensure maximum effectiveness and impact. When you feel confused about your direction or uncertain about your future, these angels work to provide clarity through dreams, visions, prophetic words, and supernatural confirmations that establish confidence in your calling and certainty about your path. The destiny angels also work to protect your calling from enemy attacks, designed to derail your purpose, distract you from your assignment, or delay your advancement toward the fulfillment of divine intention for your life. These angels specialize in what I call destiny moments, pivotal instances when decisions you make or actions you take have consequences that extend far beyond what you can see, affecting not just your life but the lives of countless others who will be impacted by your fulfilled purpose. The destiny angels coordinate with angels assigned to future generations to ensure that your fulfilled calling creates blessing, opportunity, and spiritual inheritance for your children, grandchildren, and spiritual descendants who will follow in your footsteps. The ministry of destiny includes marketplace angels who ensure your professional calling advances kingdom purposes, family angels who help you fulfill your role in your household, community angels who position you for local impact, and global angels who arrange for worldwide influence when appropriate. When you struggle with feelings of insignificance or question whether your life has meaning, the destiny angels remind you that your calling was established before the foundation of the world, and your impact will echo throughout eternity. The destiny angels want you to know that your calling is not limited by your current circumstances, constrained by your past mistakes, or determined by other people's expectations. Your destiny is bigger than your background, greater than your limitations, and more significant than your current understanding. These angels also work to reveal generational calling where your purpose continues and expands family legacy, community calling where your service meets local needs, and global calling where your impact reaches beyond geographical boundaries to affect nations and cultures. The destiny ministry includes angels who work to heal destiny wounds caused by rejection of your calling, misunderstanding of your purpose, or failure in previous attempts to fulfill divine assignments. They restore passion for calling and confidence in divine enablement. You were created for specific purpose that no one else can fulfill. Beloved, the destiny angels ensure that you discover, develop, and deploy the unique calling that gives your life eternal significance and maximum impact. The destiny angels want you to know that your greatest days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Your most significant contributions are not past achievements but future assignments. Your highest impact is not what you have done, but what you are being prepared to accomplish. Your destiny is unfolding, precious one. Your calling is clarifying. The destiny angels guarantee that you will fulfill the ultimate purpose for which you were created. and experience the satisfaction that comes from completing divine assignment with excellence. My beloved child, as this profound revelation about angelic ministry comes to its completion, I want to speak to you one final truth that will anchor your heart through every season, strengthen your faith through every trial, and sustain your hope through every challenge that lies ahead. This truth will transform how you walk through life from this moment forward. Here is my eternal promise to you, sealed by the blood of my Son and guaranteed by the faithfulness of my character. I will never leave you nor forsake you. The angels I have assigned to your life are not temporary assignments, but permanent appointments. What I have established in the heavenly realm for your protection, provision, and purpose cannot be altered by earthly circumstances or spiritual opposition. The river of eternal love flows through this promise, carrying the assurance that nothing can separate you from my heart. Nothing can diminish the angelic protection over your life. Nothing can cancel the heavenly assignments that guard your destiny. This promise is not dependent on your faithfulness. It is rooted in mine. You may face days when angelic activity seems less obvious, when supernatural intervention appears delayed, when heavenly protection feels distant. But hear me clearly. The absence of perception does not indicate the absence of presence. The angels work whether you feel them or not, fight whether you see them or not, and minister whether you acknowledge them or not. The invisible army, the watchers of heaven, the ministry of protection, the angels of provision, the messengers of hope, the angels of divine appointments, the warriors of light, the angels of healing, the angels of prosperity, the angels of relationship, the angels of purpose, the angels of breakthrough, and the destiny angels. All of these angelic ministries are permanent features of your spiritual reality. Listen to the eternal declaration I am making over your life. Before I formed you in the womb, I assigned angels to your life. Before you were born, I commissioned heavenly beings to watch over your journey. I have surrounded you with supernatural protection that will never be withdrawn, divine provision that will never be exhausted, and heavenly purpose that will never be abandoned. The angels who have ministered to you throughout this divine encounter will continue their assignments until your earthly journey is complete and you join them in heaven's eternal celebration. What began before your birth will continue until your last breath and beyond into eternity. You are entering a season where angelic activity will become more obvious, supernatural intervention more frequent, and heavenly assistance more apparent. The veil between heaven and earth is thinning around your life as you approach the fulfillment of your divine destiny. The eternal promise includes continued protection for every challenge you will face, sustained provision for every need you will encounter, persistent guidance for every decision you will make, and unfailing support for every assignment you will receive. When others ask about the peace you carry despite difficult circumstances, tell them about the angels that surround you. When people question the source of your confidence in dangerous situations, point them to the heavenly protection that covers you. You are not just blessed, you are supernaturally guarded. The promise I make to you extends beyond your earthly life into eternity itself. The angels who serve you now will escort you into heaven when your time on earth is complete. What begins with angelic ministry on earth concludes with angelic celebration in heaven. Remember this revelation when fear attempts to overcome your faith. Recall this truth when circumstances suggest you are alone. Return to this promise when the enemy whispers lies about your safety, your provision, or your purpose. You are surrounded by an invisible army that never sleeps, never retreats, and never fails. The angels assigned to your life want you to know that they consider it an honor to serve you, a privilege to protect you, and a joy to participate in the fulfillment of your divine destiny. You are not a burden to them. You are their sacred assignment, their heavenly commission, their eternal purpose. You have been walking through life unaware of the constant supernatural activity happening around you, the battles being fought for your safety, the victories being won for your advancement, the provision being arranged for your needs, and the destiny being prepared for your fulfillment. No longer should you walk in fear of what might happen, because you now understand what is happening. Continuous angelic ministry ensuring your protection, provision, and purpose are fulfilled according to divine plan. No longer should you feel alone, because you are surrounded by heavenly beings who are personally invested in your success. The angelic watching over your life is not general surveillance, but specific, personal, intimate care that knows your name, understands your heart, recognizes your needs, and is committed to your welfare with divine intensity and eternal persistence. When you pray, angels lean in to hear and move to respond. When you worship, angels join their voices with yours. When you serve others, angels provide supernatural assistance. When you rest, angels maintain vigilant guard. Every moment of your life is covered by angelic ministry. You are sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise and surrounded by angels of protection. You are covered by the blood of the eternal covenant and served by heavenly beings who never tire, never fail, and never abandon their assignments. The revelation is complete, but the reality is ongoing. The understanding is finished, but the experience is eternal. The teaching is concluded, but the truth continues forever. Go now into your life carrying the confidence of one who knows they are supernaturally protected, divinely provided for, and eternally loved. You are not walking alone. You will never walk alone. The angels ensure that divine presence surrounds you always. The fear ends here, beloved child. The anxiety stops now. The worry has no place in a life surrounded by angels, covered by divine love, and secured by eternal promise. This is my eternal commitment to you. You are watched by my angels, you are loved by my heart, and you are held in my hands. What I have promised will be performed. What I have established will endure. What I have begun will be completed. The angels are real. The protection is permanent. The provision is constant. The purpose is secure. You have absolutely nothing to fear because you are completely surrounded by love, thoroughly protected by power, and eternally secured by promise. Walk in peace, precious one. Live in confidence, rest in assurance. You are being watched by my angels, and they will never leave you, never fail you, and never stop serving the purposes I have ordained for your life. Don't be afraid, beloved. You are completely safe in angelic care, perfectly provided for by heavenly supply, and absolutely certain to fulfill the destiny for which you were created.